Hi, it's Andrea Foulkes. It's the 4th of August 2016, and in 4 days' time we've got the Lionsgate portal, which is the 8-8 alignment. So what does it mean? Well, look what's happening in the outer world right now. Everything is like intensifying. It's requiring really the highest level of discernment you can find within yourself, and so many people really right now don't have that discernment because they have so much trauma that they have shut down DNA, which we all know. Everybody's got shut down DNA from eons of time, not just past lives. We've got shut down DNA from trauma in this lifetime. And I work doing past life regression, emotional akashic records, inner child from womb to present day, entities, ancestral programming, the whole lot. And so what I've seen in the last few weeks is even more repressed memories from childhood coming to the surface for people. It's super important that you process these. Now, sometimes you can't access these memories on your own. All you know is that your body is, because the body never lies to you, your body's manifesting the ailments, it's showing you pains in your body. Either things are happening in dream time, because if we don't process it in this dimension, it's going to happen in the other dimensions. You're also a multi-dimensional being. So the other versions of you may be in conflict in dream time, so you may be being attacked on the astral plane as well. You have to heal so much. And the other thing that you want to be very mindful of, and I see this with a lot of people, they kind of think they're naive, okay? A lot of people awakening right now are extremely naive. They awaken, or they're channeling messages. They go to some development group and they start opening up to spirit and channeling messages. But how can I say this in a nice way? If you have not dealt with some of your own core wounding, you are going to be a vibrational match to misinformation, and you are not going to be able to discern who's channeling the messages to you. They can tell you whoever they want you to think they are, but you will lack the integrity and discernment in your own energy body because you haven't healed and activated enough of your own dormant DNA. You haven't regained enough of your own soul code memories, okay? So you need to reclaim a lot of your own Akashic records. That means the past life memory. That means clearing them, not reliving the trauma of those other timelines. You need to understand your soul on a very deep level. Without enough awareness of your own soul, you're going to be a vibrational match to misinformation. And I've seen that now with a lot of people, especially people who are claiming to be spiritual, but actually when I look at them, they're actually living narcissism or sociopath or borderline personality. They're living those spectrums, and yet they're a channel for, they're saying, ascended masters or beings are giving them this information. A lot of these beings are the fallen Nephilim from Atlantean times and prior, maybe even to those times. So these people are getting a lot of distorted information because they have a severely wounded inner child that's totally shattered, fragmented, and they're just letting this information come through them, and they're being given misinformation, and they have this facade self that they're operating from. So you really, really cannot be channeling or doing this healing work on anybody, unless you're healing your own inner self. And, I've had people recently telling me, they trained to be a therapist. I don't want to name people because I don't think that's fair. But they trained to be a therapist for this therapy or that therapy. And I'm saying, so what did you, what work did you do on yourself? they didn't have to do any work on themselves. So they're training to be a therapist to do inner child therapy with other people or past life regression with other people. And they never did have to clear anything on themselves, which is, you know, completely outrageous. Some of these therapies are calling on lords of karma. This is complete delusional nonsense into the astral realms of very dark, murky energy. And you must be very discerning. You must be calling on your own higher self. You know, when you go and do inner work with someone, whether it's me or somebody else, okay, pick people with the highest level of integrity. You know, pick people who are working on themselves, who are committed to working on themselves, who've been doing this work a long time. You don't want people who are certificate focus based, because they're in a lot of fear paradigm themselves and they're in a lot of ego. When you're certificate based on therapies, you're really not coming from a high percentage of light body activation. You need to have a huge amount of your own light body activated to be able to help other people without, over a long period of time. I mean, I'm talking, I've been doing this for 16 years, without your own light being dimmed over that period of time. And it's very, very important that you look into your own soul, and repressed memories are going to come to the surface. And it's also important because you're going to help the rest of humanity, because the memories you hold in your dormant DNA are going to be activated, and those memories are the true history of this planet. Okay, this planet has been left in a false history, and the truth is encoded in your DNA, but it's not encoded in your DNA when you just channel information without healing your own fragmented inner self. You must heal the wounded inner child. That means from in the womb to present day. You know, you must, after doing all these things, because they have to work together, you know, and sometimes you're being thrown up false memory, and it might be an entity's memory that's attached to you, so it'll look false. Okay, that's why you've got to be able to do spirit releasement at the same time. You've got to go back to the emotional cohesion of why that energy is attached to your energy field, and then you have to clear your soul from the dead attached, whether it's a past life or whether it was in this lifetime. You've got to work on such high levels of integrity in your body, because the main thing we're clearing right now is anxiety. And what the news and media are using is to trigger anxiety in your body, which then what it triggers is the viruses that are programmed into your body from all the stuff they've been doing, you know, 1920s, 30s, all the tests that are programmed into your body from all the vaccines. They activate the viruses in your body when your stress and anxiety get to a certain level. They run up and down your body. So you've got to know how to get these viruses like the Epstein-Barr virus, the ME, MS, you know, Lyme disease. All this stuff is just viruses in your body that are being activated by, you know, fear, anxiety, trauma. And you know, you can't go live in a cave on your own forever. You've got to heal within yourself the origin of why you're reacting to stress and anxiety and trauma. So really stay away from watching the news right now, because their agenda is to put you into trauma, and trauma will put you into anxiety, and then you're going to trigger the viruses in your body, and then you're going to, if you don't know enough, you're going to be back taking that allopathic pharmaceutical medicine, and that is going to wipe you out completely. You really, really need to activate your immune system with all the positive organic things, and don't eat processed food, and la-di-la-di-la. So this 8-8 Lionsgate alignment is really either, you know, come on, wake up to, there's going to be a lot rolled out in the mainstream reality for, if you're asleep, you'll get taken in by it. And if you're awake, you'll be able to absorb through it. You'll be able to align to the earth grids. It's very important that you align to the earth energies at this time. This is not about pagan, because that's quite occult and dark and part of that satanic stuff. You must align to the earth grid energies of love and positivity. And what you hold in your own energy field is going to create a vibrational match. So you need to clear out your emotional energy field. You need to really, and it's a process, it takes time. I'm not saying you can do this overnight. It's a process, but you must be going inward. You must be seeking help if you can't do this on your own. You know, this is the whole point with so many of us, why we're here to do this work, to help you. Okay, so I'm going to give you a light language code. Remember, light language codes are vibrational codes that activate and start to awaken the DNA, because they work on soul code frequency. They're beyond the spoken word, which I've said time and time again. The spoken word is a corrupted language. It's not a language of your soul. Okay, light language is a language of your soul, and your soul can feel it on a level in vibration. It's like having the musical instruments tuned to 430 hertz. It's a higher frequency, okay? It's putting good vibration into your body, not taking energy out of you. It's not traumatizing you. So close your eyes, prepare for this light language to come into your body. Take a few deep breaths, bring the light codes in. If you've enjoyed this video in any way, look at below, subscribe to my channel, look at my website, watch my other clips. I'm a Facebooker. I love Facebook. But you've got to start doing this inner work, and it has to be your priority. It has to be what you prioritize. So breathe in these codes that are going to come in. Imoyana kamakusa kamakuya. I omokuyana kamakukuya. I omokusa kamakuya akamukuya. I omokusa kamakaya tagamakuya. I onokusa kamakuya.